Well,
Did
yeah.
you see the movie?
I did see the movie. But I mean,
we're going to give you a pop quiz.
There can be a pop quiz every minute of it.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, yeah.
Blake Lively is facing a storm of backlash as Hollywood finally starts airing what many insiders say has always been obvious. Her reputation has never been spotless. Sources claim that from the very start of her career, it's not just backlash, it's karma catching up, and the receipts are stacking up fast. Every past clip, every resurfaced interview, and every leaked message seems to add another piece to the puzzle, painting a picture that many fans and insiders claim has always been there. Social media is ablaze, with threads going viral as people dissect old footage, pointing out moments that suggest entitlement, rudeness, or calculated behavior behind the public smile. Hollywood insiders whisper that the current court drama has only amplified scrutiny, giving long-held grievances new visibility and validation. The piling evidence is relentless, from on-set stories of difficult behavior to social appearances that now feel jarringly tone-deaf. Each new revelation seems to confirm what many have suspected for years, turning private whispers into public consensus. Commentators are noting that in the age of instant sharing and viral video, no moment ever truly disappears, and celebrities' past actions can come back to define them, whether they like it or not. For Blake Lively, this avalanche of karma is not only personal, but professional, threatening to influence public perception, partnerships, and the very credibility she has cultivated over decades. Fans debate endlessly. Is this just accountability finally arriving? Or is it the media and social platforms magnifying minor missteps into career-defining events? Either way, the mounting evidence is forcing both Hollywood and the public to reconsider what they thought they knew, challenging the carefully curated image of a star who has long been seen as untouchable.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm gonna put it here because it doesn't go with my outfit, but I will wear it later. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm gonna put.
Let's start with the moment Zendaya's expression said what everyone in Hollywood has been too polite to admit out loud. Blake Lively is exhausting. Flashback to 2018, front row at a star-studded Michael Kors event, and there she was, cackling like someone had just handed her a fake humanitarian award. On one side, Emily Blunt is laughing like it's a girls' brunch, trying to keep things light. And smack in the middle, Zendaya sits blinking in what can only be described as Morse code for help. She didn't just roll her eyes, she rolled her whole soul, silently asking, "Why am I here? Why is she here? And how fast can I exit this conversation without causing a PR disaster?" That clip went viral for a reason. Social media erupted with captions like, Zendaya blinked in pure sarcasm, regretting this seating chart with every molecule of her being. And yes, she was. Zendaya later tried to smooth things over, insisting she wasn't annoyed, but anyone who's ever seen that look knows the truth. It's the look you give when someone dominates every conversation, hijacks the room's energy, and treats a front row as if it's their own pastel power parade. That expression wasn't confusion, it was controlled rage, a quiet scream from every actress who's ever had to fake a laugh at Blake's effortless, performative charm. Every twitch, blink, and subtle shift captured a moment of silent frustration, distilled perfectly into one viral frame. Critics say it reflects the paradox of Hollywood stardom, charm, talent, and influence, combined with moments of entitlement, creating a persona that dazzles some while exhausting others. The clip is more than entertainment. It's a snapshot of the tension behind the glitz, a reminder that even in the most glamorous settings, patience can wear thin. It's the unspoken truth of celebrity life.
Important because it represents our collective awakening, specifically to celebrities that we should not be idolizing, and they hate that.
So do you feel free now to try everything? I mean, what is the next
What does
5
that
years
mean?
of? Well, in terms of trying, I mean, well,
Did you
yeah,
see the movie?
I did.
Now, let's slide into another icy Hollywood moment. Selena Gomez, the queen who can turn a single eyebrow raise into an entire album, couldn't even pretend to vibe with Blake Lively. Back in 2016, Selena once joked she wished Blake were her friend because of her hair. That's basically saying, I don't like you, but your shampoo game is undeniable. And just like that, their so-called friendship began and ended on a Pantene-sponsored carpet. Fast forward to Taylor Swift's 2023 birthday bash, Blake shows up, but Selena is nowhere in sight. Instead, she posts a cryptic Instagram story, a red heart paired with a crying emoji. That wasn't sentimentality, that was digital shade, the kind that clearly says, I see who you invited and I'm not here for it. When even Selena Gomez, known for her public softness, won't step into the same room, you know tensions are serious. Critics argue that Blake comes across as a high-maintenance diva, someone whose charisma can tip into exhausting territory. The most telling part? Despite moving in the same inner circle for nearly a decade,
How quickly do you?
Don't touch me.
and it gets even juicier. Because according to multiple insiders, Blake Lively and Selena Gomez serve very different purposes in Taylor Swift's inner circle. Put simply, Selena is the real deal. The ride-or-die friend who's been there through thick and thin. Blake, on the other hand, is the one who shows up with a perfectly curated lookbook and a fake inspirational quote she borrowed from Pinterest, as if that somehow counts as depth. One posts raw, honest, diary-like reflections on life, love, and friendship, letting the world see her vulnerability. The other posts polished taglines, sometimes borrowed from Angelina Jolie's refugee campaigns, and frames them as her own activism. It's performative, strategic, and calculated for optics, while Selena's approach feels genuine and unforced. Insiders claim this is more than just social media style. It reflects the roles they play in Taylor's life. Selena is trusted with confidences, moments off camera, and real support. Blake's appearances, by contrast, are carefully orchestrated, designed to be visually impressive, shareable, and aligned with her own brand, rather than organically connected to the people around her. Observers note that in Hollywood, these distinctions matter. Authenticity builds loyalty, while curated performance often sparks skepticism and envy. Fans and commentators have pointed out that the contrast is striking at every public gathering, from birthday parties to red carpets. Selena's presence signals intimacy, warmth, and loyalty. Blake's presence signals style, optics, and social capital. And as we'll see, some of these calculated gestures have blown up into full-blown controversies, creating tension, drama, and endless speculation. In the world of celebrity influence, this divide isn't just personal, it's performative, a social power play that shapes narratives, alliances, and public perception. One friend earns trust, the other earns likes. One shapes reality, the other shapes imagery. And the fallout? That's where the real story begins.
Like a bully. She was such a high-maintenance diva.
Let's pause for a moment and acknowledge something. Blake Lively has somehow managed to survive in Hollywood, not through raw talent, not through undeniable charm, but through sheer overexposure and the world's peculiar obsession with her polished, preppy, effortlessly perfect aesthetic. She's built a career on carefully curated appearances, Instagram perfect moments, and a brand that screams approachable luxury, yet behind it all, some insiders whisper, the substance is thin. But even that practiced smile, that constant polish, couldn't shield her from someone like Angelina Jolie, a woman so powerful, so universally respected, that she doesn't even need to say Blake's name to make an impact. Angelina's presence in Hollywood looms like a shadow. Her words, or lack thereof, can ripple across reputations and careers. Observers note that Blake's image, once carefully protected by charm and optics, suddenly seems fragile under the weight of real industry authority. It's a stark reminder that Hollywood isn't just about looks or followers, it's about influence, legacy, and the respect of peers who have earned it. Blake's overexposure, which once functioned as armor, can easily turn into a liability when measured against someone whose power is intrinsic, not performative. Sources say moments like this highlight the divide between celebrity branding and actual clout. One builds followers, the other builds respect. And in a world where whispers can become headlines and subtle gestures can shape public opinion, the difference is everything. Even a smile carefully crafted for optics can't erase the reality that some stars operate on a completely different level of influence. For Blake, it's a lesson in the precariousness of fame. The higher the pedestal, the sharper the fall when someone with real authority enters the room. It's not just a personal clash, it's a reflection of Hollywood's unspoken hierarchy, where curated images meet unshakable legacies. And for anyone paying attention, it's both fascinating and brutal to watch.
Flirtatious with him.
Blake Lively completely exposed.
At the 2025 Time Summit, Angelina Jolie took the stage, calm and composed as always, and delivered a line that instantly made headlines. There's a difference between telling a story and stealing someone else's voice. She didn't raise her voice or crack a joke. She simply spoke, and the impact was immediate. Somewhere across Hollywood, Blake's PR team could practically be heard collectively screaming into their chai lattes.
Angelina, to your right. Angelina, to your left side.
That sentence effectively killed Blake's entire homebound campaign. You remember that pastel disaster, right? The whispery voiceovers, softly lit photo ops, where she posed like she was about to release an acoustic album on healing. The problem? She had literally copied Angelina's 2019 UNHCR work, word for word, layout for layout, even using the same remote community Angelina had supported for 6 years, acting as if she just discovered empathy last Tuesday. The UN had to step in, with a press officer allegedly emailing Blake's team, "Majoli is understandably distressed. Tell your girl to cut the crap before we name and shame her on CNN." True to form, Blake panicked. Her homebound site went under maintenance, the ad campaign vanished, Instagram posts, poof, deleted like that would erase the embarrassment. But the internet never forgets, and those screenshots are still circulating in group chats titled, "Can you believe this woman?"
The refugees here count themselves as the lucky ones.
Fashion blogs turned on her, advocacy panels pulled back, and even Florence Pugh and Charlize Theron hit unfollow so fast it looked like a speed run of a digital exorcism. The message was clear. Blake's little stolen slogan photo shoot wasn't going to fly. Not when Angelina had spent decades walking into war zones while Blake posed in magnolia pearl jeans and gave interviews about healing.
Honestly, comedy at this point. I don't even think I'm offended anymore by anything that this degenerate.
And speaking of those jeans, the ones with the plantation core, slavery-inspired patchwork from a brand that literally marketed a plantation fashion line,
Blake called them her real-life jeans. Like, girl, what reality are you living in? In 2025, no one looks at a pair of slavery-themed trousers and thinks, wow, civil rights icon right here.
Fully castrated by a woman who is using toxic feminism to get what she wants.
Let's talk about Gossip Girl, which wasn't just a show. It was Blake Lively's personal runway and apparently her daily opportunity to mentally torture Leighton Meester. On screen, Blake played Serena Vanderwoodson. Behind the scenes, she was basically the Regina George of the set. Think I'm exaggerating? Ask anyone who witnessed their press tour.